You have a couple of boyfriends right now?
Uh-oh.
I hope they're not watching. Maybe like 4 or 5. So like
4 or 5. All right, let's do something a little bit different today than the normal videos. You may have seen a channel on YouTube called The Desirable Truth. It's run by a guy named Osaze, I believe is how you say his name. If I'm butchering your name, bro, I apologize. And he interviews both men and women, basically about the modern dating scene. So somebody sent me a link to one of their long form videos and wanted my opinion on it. And I figured it'd just be better just to film a reaction and make a video out of it. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna watch that video plus a couple others. And then in editing, I'll just cut it up so it doesn't drone on too long. But in general, this is probably gonna be a longer video. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started and see if we're doomed in the modern dating scene or not.
So I'm 25 right now.
Okay. Are you? Thanks for stating that. Are you single?
I am single.
Why do you think that is?
Because I want to be.
How long now?
I have a couple of boyfriends.
Oh.
You have a couple of boyfriends right now?
Uh-oh.
I hope they're not watching. Maybe like 4 or 5. So like
4 or 5. All right, guys, this is the exact reason why you don't want to simp. You could be doing the most for some girl and she's got 4 other dudes and she's just leveraging you for whatever you're giving her, which is probably money, time, attention, all that. Just, yeah, no more simping. Don't do it.
So I guess I'm single. I am single.
She doesn't know she's single.
I mean, but what's it like dating 5 people at the same time?
A lot of work. A lot of work.
It's just like juggling. You have to be talented.
Are you sleeping with all 5 of them?
Some of them,
Oh, that hesitation. That hesitation. Yeah, some guys are playing the role of the human debit card and that's it.
not all of them.
Not all of them.
Depends on the situation.
Why not all? What's the deciding factor between whether you give it up or not?
Well, there's different guys for different situations.
That's it right there. You heard it straight from the girl's mouth. There's different guys for different situations or different roles.
Some guys, I just want to go to... I forgot that I'm recording this.
Some guys you just want to what?
There's different purposes for different tools.
Different purposes for different tools. That's what I mean. That's why you can't simp. That's why you can't put yourself in that position because you can get leveraged. You're on some girl's roster. You think she's feeling you. You think she's all about you. Nope. You're just a tool. That's how she literally views these guys, as a tool.
One's a shovel, one's a knife, one's a fork.
Yeah, honestly, the one that I'm f***ing, never gonna get in a relationship with him. He doesn't have the job, the finances, none of that.
Pause. Okay. I'm gonna be pausing these throughout because some of this deserves some commentary right away. Hold up. So the guy that she's sleeping with, he doesn't have a job. He's got no money, but there's obviously genuine desire there. And to say that she's never going to get in a relationship with him, we got to stop the cap. He probably doesn't want to commit.
So why even open yourself up to a guy like that?
Great dick.
What's your
AKA genuine desire.
age?
35.
Are you single?
Yes, I am.
As a man, has dating gotten easier for you than it was when you were younger?
It's always been easy for me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Why you said that?
Money, attract girls. You know how it is.
So how rich are you then?
Money. Rich enough for the rest of my life, damn near.
You consider yourself a top 1% man?
You can say that. There you go.
Okay. So what has money taught you about women?
That's all they want is the money. No
That's also what you're leading with, though.
money, you ain't gonna get no woman.
Every girl out there.
Now with the social media,
Look at the contrast, though, between this guy and the last girl. She was saying the guy that she's sleeping with, he's broke. He don't got anything. He doesn't have a job, which is crazy. Not even having a job is wild. But he's saying that all they want is money. And you have proof over here that that's not true.
that's how it is.
So why you?
That's why I'm in this right here. You see, there's attractive bitches. Sorry for the language, if you am.
And what's behind me for the people who can't see it?
It's a Royce calling.
A what?
So my question is this.
Bro's so rich, he doesn't even know what he's buying. He just signs the papers.
If all women want is money, why don't you have a woman right now?
I do got women. I got plenty of women.
So you're seeing multiple at once.
There you go. You just said it.
Do they want to settle down with you,
I
or
want to settle down, but I'm not trying to get married.
why not?
I've been through that already and got out.
How long were you married?
2 years.
And why'd you end it?
I ain't want it. Too much cheating.
You?
There you go. Busted.
What's your age?
I'm 22, turning 23 in June.
Are you single?
I am currently not single. I
She's hella loud.
am taken. Yeah, and we're having issues right now, but that's none of anybody's business.
Well, wait.
So it's nobody's business, but she's gonna tell everybody about it.
How long have you been in this relationship?
Almost 2 years.
What kind of problems do you feel like you're struggling with right now?
Well, basically just commitment. I feel like I'm a very traditional woman. I want respect, and when I first started the relationship, I should have put down my boundaries. But now that I'm coming to Christ, Jesus Christ,
Uh-oh. Here comes the old bait and switch.
I've learned where my boundaries are, and I'm putting my faith in Him, and I'm putting my firm foundations. You know, we got to stand on business. All 2024, we got to stand on business.
So she's going celibate.
What boundaries are you setting forth now that you didn't set forth in the beginning?
Well, I'm setting, no sex before marriage, no drinking, no smoking, just following Jesus Christ.
So she started off with all this stuff. Now she's going to switch it up in order to try to bait him to commit.
So before you were being active, now you want to be celibate.
Yes, I do. I feel like you have to be celibate in this world because at the end of the day, all these worldly guys are the same. They just want some pleasure, and at the end of the day, their demons are activated and they just do what they want. They just want sex, and sex is not everything.
But why should a man tolerate a woman who already is giving it up to him and then tolerate
Right, good question.
her saying no?
I had thought about this, and if a man loves you unconditionally, like he says he does, he's in love with you, he would honestly understand your beliefs and understand your love for God and respect that because he loves you so much.
There is no unconditional love, though.
Real love is unconditional. I love unconditionally. So at the end of the day, if this
No, you don't.
person doesn't want to no longer be with me, that's okay.
I'm 29.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale.
What's the most challenging thing about dating at 29 in Miami?
I feel like this girl's going to have some expensive taste.
When you have nothing to offer,
You or the man?
the man.
Okay.
Of course, the man.
I feel like men these days, you have to pretty much ask them what's their favorite lip gloss because they just want princess treatment.
What gives you that idea?
The irony.
They just want you to chase after them. They want you to be the one to initiate conversations. There's no real men anymore.
Should a man not be chased and admired?
No, they should be chasing.
Okay. What gave you that mentality?
I think maybe my upbringing.
Oh, she's probably spoiled by her dad.
What about it though?
A man should be a man. I don't know. Yeah.
Is there a difference between pursuing and chasing though?
She doesn't really have any reason for anything she's saying.
It's the same thing. Yeah, they're the same thing.
So how do you show a man that you value him if he's always chasing you?
If I actually want him, then I will make the time for him and give him attention. But if he's not giving me that initial attention, then I'm good.
Let's say I wanted to take you on a first date. Would Chipotle and a walk in the park be fine?
Oh, this is definitely not going over. Nope.
No.
No surprise.
Why not?
I don't know. I have to go inside.
She doesn't have an answer for anything.
Well, I'm just curious though.
Yeah, no. I'm
What
good.
would you prefer?
We have friends waiting.
Well, at least tell me what your preference would be.
Convenient.
Just something more I don't know, just something nicer.
Like upscale,
Yeah.
maybe like Sexy Fish or Komodo?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. No.
I have to end this though because my friend's waiting for real.
But we just started. Are you?
That yeah, she didn't have a reason for anything. She just wants the princess treatment just because, basically. Like I don't even entirely disagree with her point about guys being more feminine now, because that's definitely an issue. Like guys are becoming more and more feminine. But the answer isn't to just chase a woman and spoil her and do all this stuff. That's her standard.
Well, you heard it here first. Welcome to Brickell, Miami, Florida. Is it better to be single or in a relationship?
It depends what stage of life you're in. Right now, I prefer to be in a relationship.
Right now?
I wouldn't want to be single. I'm 23. I'm about to go into medical school and like build my career. So I like being in a relationship.
You don't think you're in your prime right now? And
I'm not in my prime, but like it's better to like have fun with someone with you than to be like go out by yourself, I think.
okay, so it would be better to settle down for you at 23.
Yeah.
As opposed to when you're like 33.
But that's just like the culture that I was raised in. My mom got married when she was 19.
Oh, she's Latina then. I thought so by the accent. She's gonna be a Latina.
So I'm late right now. Not really late, but
Yeah, that's definitely a Latina thing. It's late at like 22.
like it's not out of the ordinary. I know that nowadays it's like people get married like later on, which is fine. But for me, 23 is a good age to settle down.
I mean, this is the type of girl, like, if you're looking for something long term, at least by what she said so far, I don't know what she's actually like, but just by what she's saying, this would be the type of girl that you should be aiming for. Going to med school too, so at least she's doing something and not just like scrolling TikTok all day.
You think the same thing goes for men settling down in their 20s?
I think men is very different in the sense that a guy is only going to settle down with you when he's ready. It doesn't matter if you're the right girl or not. It just depends on the time, like the point of his life that he's in.
That's true. I agree with that.
So a guy could be with like his perfect match, the perfect girl, like perfect for him, has everything that he likes. And if he's not in the stage of his life where he wants to settle down and be loyal, he won't.
That's true. That's true. The caveat I would add to that, though, is that you will most likely meet a girl that you really like when you least expect it. So it won't even necessarily be when you're ready, per se. It'll just kind of happen out of the blue. So you'll either have to get ready if that's your end goal. Like if you want to do something long term or whatever, you'll just have to get ready because it'll be unexpected. But in general, I think she's spot on with what she's saying there.
So when a guy comes up to you, in your head, what do you think he's thinking about you?
I have like literally zero thought because a guy will go up to 20 girls in one night. It's just a habit for them, I feel. It's just like, oh, that she's just standing there. Let me just go and try and see. Maybe I'll score.
It's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game.
So do you think that?
I mean, spot on again. It is a numbers game. I think there's a little bit of a disconnect, though, thinking that every guy does that because tons of guys are afraid to approach, period, let alone 20 in a night.
Sex is at the forefront? Or
For sure. It's not the same for girls and for guys. Guys are more like a number, like a list on a page. And girls are more like a connection thing.
So when you met your boy?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, women can easily sleep without any feelings attached at all. And women can disconnect from that if they want to, just like a man can. But yeah, generally I agree with that. They'll need some type of connection, some type of emotional investment before doing it.
Boyfriend.
Unless they go out just with that goal in mind. If they go out that night and they're just like, I'm going to sleep with someone no matter what, and they're just open to it, you know, whoever's good enough will do.
So when you met your boyfriend, what was the first thing you were thinking when you laid eyes on him?
I just thought he was really funny. Like, I thought he was like a good person to...
You wouldn't know he was funny the moment you lay eyes on him, though.
It's a weird situation because I met him at a friend's birthday party. So it wasn't like here that I...
Social circle. By the way, if you want something long-term, social circle is most likely your best bet on that one.
I saw him like standing there and I was like, oh my God, that guy's so hot. It was like a friend's gathering. I just didn't know him. And he came up to me to talk to me. But it wasn't like... Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a club and I was like, oh my God, that guy's so hot. You know what I mean?
But you were attracted to him.
Of course.
If you suspect your man of cheating, should you be able to go through his phone?
I would never go through someone's phone just because last time I did that, I lost like 15 pounds.
She found something.
Fun.
I didn't like what I found.
Right.
But
I mean, what'd you find?
Come on. What do you think?
Was it just like messages or?
That's a no. There was more than messages in there.
Yeah, but like messages of... Yeah.
About this stuff.
Let's leave it there.
How'd you cut him off from that point?
We just broke up.
So if you suspect your partner of cheating, what would you do at this point?
I wouldn't want to go through his phone because there's this saying like in Spanish, el que busca encuentra. So if you look for it, you will find it. It's basically what it translates to. So if you go through someone's phone, you will find something that you don't like. Even if they're not cheating, you're probably still going to find something that you're not happy about.
It's a confirmation bias.
Probably.
What's the most a man has spent on you in one night?
Oh no.
I don't know.
She doesn't even know the guy just spends money.
I wouldn't even be able to tell you.
Why is that?
I don't know how much things cost.
That's crazy. That is crazy. I don't even know how much things cost. Imagine that. Imagine having if reincarnation's real, if I'm reincarnated, reincarnate me as a hot girl. I'm just gonna collect money, start my OnlyFans. I'll just have the easiest life in the world. That's crazy. I don't even know what things cost.
I don't know how much things cost.
Girls don't look at the bill.
Yeah, like
So of all the guys you've been with in your entire life, you can never just pick out a figure of like, oh, this guy spent the most on me or not.
I mean, like on me alone, or like as like I don't know.
Yeah, like in a night.
I don't know.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No, as a man, do you remember the most you've spent on a woman in one night?
Yeah, I've been in a relationship before, so a couple thousand, nothing too crazy.
Couple thousand in one night. What'd you do?
Like, I mean, if you're mine, I'm gonna like, we can go shopping, dinner, the whole nine. Trucks, black truck, like everything to have a good time.
And that's exactly what you did.
Yeah,
too.
that was just me, like
Okay.
one-on-one. Yeah, one-on-one, yeah.
Now, why do you think it is that in her mind she can't even think of a number, but you could pull it out like immediately?
Right.
I mean, it depends on the value that they bring to the table, what I feel like they're worth, the energy that, the woman is worth. If I feel like, we're at that stage where we can do a talking stage and I feel like she deserves that, then I'll show her that, If I feel like she's giving me the right vibes, not like gold digger vibes, and she's like got something going, like, she goes to school, well, she went to school, she does amazing for herself, I feel like we could do something amazing if we were to get to that point. But right now, we just vibing.
That better be an amazing vibe for two bands in one night. I'll tell you that, I don't know. Gonna have a hard time rationalizing that one.
What's your age?
I am 24.
And how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
And in heels?
I'm in heels. Hell yeah.
She's like a super tall Giselle.
Why not?
But in heels, how tall are you?
6'4", probably. 6'6". Well,
I was gonna say like 6'5". She looks tall.
yeah, 6'4".
Is dating easy as a tall girl?
No, it's incredible because you weed out all of the men that you don't even want to talk to in the first place.
How do you go about doing that?
You just walk into a bar and they're all below you and they immediately leave you alone.
Are you sure that's all the guys you don't want to talk to, or they don't want to talk to you?
It's fabulous.
Sounds like a pretty lonely life to me.
No, it's great. It's been
I'm sure it is.
wonderful. No complaints.
So do you end up approaching guys more, or?
No.
Okay.
I feel like you're when you're in like a certain level, you lock eyes above all the other heads. Yeah.
So why do so many men get intimidated by tall women?
I mean, I love a short king, not personally, but I love that for them. I feel like it's an intimidation thing because they have short man syndrome. So it's like, oh, she's taller, like
Short man syndrome.
her.
And that's what short man syndrome is.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, that is not short man syndrome.
Yeah, short man syndrome is when you feel insecure because you're shorter than a woman.
Okay.
Just making up stuff as we go.
All right. But how tall do you want your guy to be ideally?
Oh, my boyfriend, love of my life, he is 6'4". That's perfect for me.
What's your age?
19.
What do you look for in a guy?
I have a boyfriend, so I look for my boyfriend.
Do you think it would work with him long distance?
We're doing long distance, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, his face. His face sums up my opinion on that. That man is dead meat. I'm sorry, bro. Long distance with this girl, that's going to be challenging.
I go to Miami. He lives in New Jersey. That's where I'm from.
What's your biggest challenge in a long distance relationship?
Trust and communication.
Where do the trust issues come up?
We have trust. It just took time because it was hard at first.
For him, not for her.
Like going out and like him watching me go out is obviously difficult
going out with different people, drinking, things like that.
Do you guys ever have like discussions about how you dress when you go out?
Occasionally, we do have those conversations.
I bet you do. You probably got one tonight.
Give me an idea of what happens, or give me an idea of what's discussed.
Usually, he doesn't love sometimes my choice of outfits.
No way.
Occasionally, so he just gets a little annoyed, and then we just talk it out, and it's fine.
It's fine.
Do you end up changing for him?
Yeah, if it's actually not really. Like sometimes.
Actually, not really. And when she said it's fine for her. It's not fine for him.
I'm already out. I can't really change, you know.
So what doesn't he love about it?
Just if it's like too showy, but I've gotten past, like that doesn't usually happen that much, but sometimes.
What's your thought process when he's telling you, hey, I don't really like you wearing that?
Sometimes I get upset if I really like the outfit because I thought it was like super cute and I was excited to wear it. But other times, like I understand from his perspective, you know, that it's obviously difficult for him to see me going out, so I understand.
How long have you been with your man?
5 years.
So let's say you went out together and a guy tried to approach you aggressively. How would you want him to handle it?
How would I want to and how he would handle it are two different things.
All right, let's hear yours and his.
I think it's hot if someone is like fucking like punching somebody.
So your man should assault him.
No.
Because he cares too much about his reputation, which is a good thing, and he has self-control. So.
And you care less about his reputation.
No, I do care, but in the moment I'd be like, yeah, that's kind of,
Hell no.
punch that guy. But at the same time, he's usually like back off, and he has a presence about him that makes people back off.
So why is it such a turn on to you for him to like get physical with another man who's trying to, assault you?
Never do this.
I don't know. I feel like it's because it's never happened to me. So
Okay, so it's fantasy then.
Oh no, I feel like it's the unknown that's like the fun part.
That's the fantasy.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun. Let me tell you a quick story about this. When I was like 21, I went out with a group of friends one night. We were out like real late. It's like 2, 3 in the morning by this point. And there was a girl in this group that I was talking to just from that night. I just met her that night. We went into this place and her ex-boyfriend was there. And I didn't know it at the time, but she told me while we were in there that he was in there. And basically he was getting pissed off. He's texting her, whatever, like, who's this guy you with, whatever. So we go back out to the parking lot and this dude just comes out of nowhere, shoves me, starts swinging. We get into a fight. It turns into this big thing. His friends jump in. My friends jump in. Big mess over some girl that I didn't care about whatsoever. And she was basically using me to make him jealous in the moment. And I had no idea at the time. Thought I broke my hand from hitting the guy, like just bad. Cops get called. We get out of there. No one got in trouble, thankfully. And it should have just never happened. But there was another girl that I was talking to at the time. I'd been talking to her for a couple of months. So I texted her, told her what was going on. And her first comment when she heard that I got in a fight is she goes, "That's like the hottest thing I've ever heard." And it was one of those moments back then where I was like, what? Like, what? It's like one of those light bulb moments, that just like enlightens you to what they actually find attractive. And it's not necessarily that you should be actually getting in fights with guys because it's a horrible idea. Don't be getting in street fights. It's the worst idea in the world. You can get stabbed, shot, killed, jumped by his friends, hit with weapons, arrested, like all kinds of things can happen. It's never worth it, the street fight, let alone because some chick finds it hot. It's just ridiculous. But they do find it attractive if you can defend yourself, if you are willing to engage in a situation to defend yourself. And that situation was a situation where I was defending myself. So there is that element, but you don't want to express it like how this girl is talking about, like out of jealousy. Like, absolutely not. Hell no. Hell no. Never fighting over a woman, ever.
Maybe.
How would you react if a girl was approaching him?
Most girls that approach him are a lot shorter than me. So I'm like, oh, hi. Nice to meet you. How's it going? So fun to meet you. Yeah, I don't know.
You feel superior to short women?
I don't say I'm superior, but if they're coming at my man, I'm like, oh, hi.
If a guy wanted to take you on
That girl is Toxic City.
a first date, where would you want to go?
I don't know, I'm kind of low maintenance. I'm cool with whatever, but if it was like a dream first date, like, I feel like it would be cool to go like jet skiing would be cool. Skydiving would be sick.
For a guy who you just met?
Yeah, I would go skydiving with anyone.
So, how much do you think that would cost?
A lot. I went skydiving before. That's why I'm like that dream. Like, obviously, if it was someone I just met, I don't expect them to take me skydiving. I'm cool with just like a dinner and just like hanging out. Or I think it would be cute to do like a homemade dinner. Like we made dinner together. I think that would be cute.
So if you were single, you met a guy and the guy was cool, and he said, "Hey, let's make tacos at my place."
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You'd be open to that?
I'd be open to that.
So you got to vet for these kind of girls. They don't need some big banquet dinner, some big 4-course meal or whatever at some expensive restaurant with all these standards and all that. Like, nah.
You don't think he's expecting something in return for you coming over?
He might be expecting it, but I wouldn't be reciprocating that. So.
Stop the cap.
Yo, skeet. That was good.
What?
It's true.
If I was your man,
Oh, we're going back to that?
what would I need to do for you?
Treat me how you would want to be treated.
His face. He echoes like my thoughts every single time. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
So give you the same things I expect you to give me.
Yeah.
Does that mean that?
And then just go like a little bit above and beyond, because I'm a romantic.
Oh, here we go. A little bit above and beyond.
Does that mean that if I take you out to dinner and pay for you this time, I should expect you to pay for me the next?
No, you should always pay for me.
I was gonna say she ain't gonna do anything.
Is there
Because I also do believe in gender roles. Okay.
Convenient. Yeah, I was gonna say she's not gonna do anything because this is a girl that has 5 guys going. She doesn't need to do anything. She just like siphons different things from different guys whenever she wants to.
Treat others how you want to be treated. I treat everybody with kindness. I'm a really nice
Clearly.
person, so, you know, if I do something wrong, you should really question why. No, sorry, not if I do something wrong. If you do something wrong and I don't like you, you should really question why I don't like you.
Yeah, she's really kind. She's got 5 dudes going.
So I like everybody. But I do think that men should pay for women and that they should take care of their woman and that gender roles should still exist.
And how do you take care of your man?
By rubbing his feet, giving him massages, making sure that everything is clean, he's well fed.
He ain't doing that for all 5.
All the basic things that he shouldn't have to think about. And then he takes care of me. Well, theoretically. I am currently still single.
Of the guys that you're seeing now,
Crazy.
Have you slept with more than one of them in the same day?
No, that would be really rude.
That'd be rude. That's an interesting choice of words for that. Rude.
I'm not like that. And I will never
Definitely
sleep
not.
with them like on the first date or the second date, so I make them wait.
Oh, she's respectable.
But yeah, there's only 1, 2 that I'm banging. The rest of them are just there for funsies.
Just there for funsies. So number 1, it took her a second to even count 1 or 2. So we got at least 3 guys that aren't getting anything out of this girl except just dumping time, energy, and money into her for no reward whatsoever, for no reason whatsoever. Do not simp, guys. Do not do it. Just don't.
How jealous do you want your man to be?
I like a good amount of jealousy. I don't like controlling though.
Oh no.
What's the difference?
The difference is when you tell me I can't do shit. But, like, sometimes jealousy can be kind of hot.
Okay, so she doesn't want to be controlled, but she wants a guy to give her attention, basically an emotion through jealousy. And here we go again with the whole like jealousy is hot thing. It is not. Do not do it. Do not fall for this trap. Do not get into all that.
So if,
I will kill you.
so
Definitely not that.
if I tell you no, you can't go to the club with your girls.
I'm not about that. But if you're watching me and you're like, that guy's looking at you funny and I'm gonna slit his throat, I'm like, okay, take off my pants.
No, that's not how you get laid. That's just how you feed her ego with tons of attention. Do not do it. Complete, like the lowest of low value moves. Do not do it.
I'm 24. 24.
What's the most challenging thing about dating 24-year-old men?
They don't have any money. They don't.
There we go.
No aspirations, no money.
Boom. Immediately X'd. Gone. Not talking to them ever again. Done. Easy.
And no will to provide.
So you're not attracted to men without money.
It's really hard to date without money because I like to go out and do things.
Yeah, I agree. Nails, hair, drinks, stuff like that.
So it's a man's job to pay for your nails and your hair?
Yes.
Hell no. Hell no. Say yes all you want. Hell no.
It's just like it's my job to look like this.
That's right.
Nope.
But I thought women did makeup in their hair and their nails for themselves, not for men.
Yes, but as you're a woman, you want your woman to look beautiful.
If your woman looks like a bum, that's on you.
Oh, it's on me. Okay. So, all right, as a guy, if I get out of shape, it's on my girl, man. She gotta keep me in shape. Just like I gotta keep her beautiful, right?
That's on you.
But let's be honest. If you're already bringing that to the relationship, you know, looking all dolled up and stuff, why do you put that pressure on the man once you get with him?
So when you get us, when you first see us, we look gorgeous, right?
God.
You want to maintain that. You don't want us to drop our beautifulness and like, you know what I mean? And not have our nails done and not have our hair done, no makeup, all that good stuff. You have to maintain that.
But what about being a strong, independent woman who doesn't need no man to do anything for them?
Well, your
Did
question.
I ever say that? I never said that. I am not that. I need you.
Need that debit card.
Your question was about relationships. So if you are in a relationship, then you need
So if we were dating from the jump, you'd expect me to start paying for your hair and your nails?
From the jump. From the jump.
Nope.
And how much would I be spending?
it depends on each girl.
Okay.
But
You
like
and
for
you.
me,
Shout out to this guy.
this guy's a loser right here.
Oh, she's sweet.
For you?
Nope, it's recording. Sorry, that was a joke. Sorry. All right. Okay, so nails and toes.
A cool 500 a week.
500 a week.
Easy. Like, if you don't have that, it's never gonna work out.
Damn, it's not gonna work out. I'm so disappointed, man. We lost a good one here. If you let her get away, you're losing out, guys.
He's not laughing. Nails and toes, 200, and then hair, salon, makeup, maintenance, all that good stuff. Highlight.
So the man pays for all your hair and your makeup and stuff. What does he get in return?
Me.
Oh, what a catch.
Me looking good for you. You can walk around with me.
Wow. You hear that, guys? What a privilege.
We are trophies.
What's your age?
My
Whoa.
Age.
25,
Nationality.
Mexico.
If I wanted to take you on
Shout out to Latinas.
a first date, would Cheesecake Factory work?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
What would be an absolute deal breaker?
Nothing really. I mean, just going on a car, cruising around, that's fine with me.
I actually didn't expect that answer, judging by how she looks, Miss BBL.
That's just me, honestly. Like, I don't mind. I don't need to be taken to an expensive place. Like, none of that matters to me. A real woman doesn't care about that.
A real woman doesn't care about money.
Yes.
So why do
What I look for is not money. It's loyalty and, you know, respect more than anything.
Yo, the Latinas are actually holding it down so far. I'm impressed. That's why they're my favorite. That's why they hold a close place to my heart.
More than anything.
But so many women now in 2023 say $500 minimum.
I've always say this. There's men that are cheaters. There's men that look for specific things in women. Like, there's women like that as well. There's women that just are with certain men for money, for certain things. And, you know, that doesn't mean that every man or every woman is the same. You just got to find the right one.
So how much would you want?
Sure, I agree with that. I don't know about the right one per se, because usually when people say the right one, it's kind of implying almost this like angelic presence about them to where they just almost have no flaws or something. That seems to be, it's kind of like an idealistic view usually when people say that. But what I do agree with is, like I said, like easily just vet these other girls with their high demands, $500 a week, pay for my nails and hair, instant X gone for the streets. Like, don't even bother with any of that. This girl and the other girl, like, clothing choices aside and BBL aside, her attitude is a lot better than the other ones, just purely speaking about attitude here and her like view on things. So those are the type of girls that you're looking for. Just have a vetting process set up to get rid of the other ones as fast as you can. It's not that there's like no women out here that are worth being around. It's just that you got to sift through it just like anything else. Like it doesn't come easy. You got to dig a little bit and then you'll find them. But it also gets to a point though too, to where those girls with those high demands and all this stuff, they won't even approach you. They won't even mess with you if you're good at vetting them and getting rid of them, because they will just know from a distance that you're not the guy that's going to fulfill the stuff that they want. You're not going to be controlled by them. You're not going to be a human ATM machine, all this stuff. They know that you're just not the one.
So how much would you want a 25-year-old man to make if you were to date him?
I mean, as long as he's working on himself, that's what matters.
What's your age?
I'm 21.
21.
What are the biggest red flags in 21-year-old men?
I would say
Whoa, this tonality.
when they say that they like everybody else, like you not like everybody else. If you really him, be him. You don't gotta show that shit. You ain't gotta explain nothing. If you really him, be him. It's gonna show regardless.
If a
She got a deeper voice than LeBron James. What is going on there?
guy is cool, he's not gonna say, hey, I'm cool.
All right, yeah. No, yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. How about you?
If he's
Nah,
way
I could not handle that masculine energy. No way.
too extremely uncomfortably close with his mother. Not like a good little
A mama's
mother-son
boy.
relationship,
A mama's
like
boy.
a way too close. Like, why do you want to fuck your mom that bad?
What?
So wait, you've been with guys like that before?
Oh, yes, I have.
A mama's boy is a red flag. A red flag.
Red flag is fuck.
Yo, her voice is killing me.
What are some of the things that happen between him and his mom?
Why do you want to suck my tits that badly? Like,
What?
why is it in a baby boy ass type of way?
Who you dealing
You know
with?
what I mean?
That's how he was treating her?
Treating me.
Treating you?
Yeah.
But you don't like when a man wants intimacy from you?
Go ahead and suck my tits. I would love for you to suck my tits. You're my boyfriend, but like, not in a baby boy ass. Like, I want to suck my mother's tits ass way.
Who are you? What? Who are you dealing with? What is going on here?
That's fucking gross.
Type shit. Mommy's
Yeah.
milk, mommy's
No one wants
milk.
some mommy's milk. Like, what's wrong with you? Go to therapy.
Go to therapy.
For the streets, for the streets.
What's your age?
24.
28.
Are you ladies single?
Yeah. No.
Uh-oh. With the girl dressed like this, out with her single friend. She is not single. This is not going to end well.
You have a man?
I'm married.
Oh.
Really? How long?
10 years.
Oh.
And what would you say the state of your marriage is right now? How would you describe it?
Not great.
The best marriage in the world.
Cap.
What makes your marriage so amazing?
Just our understanding for each other and each other's needs.
That's why she's laughing, because there is no understanding. She just gets away with murder, essentially.
What do you feel like your man understands about you?
That I'm a firecracker and he just has to deal with it.
X. Instant X. Nope. Should have never made it 10 years deep with this one.
He just has to tolerate anything you throw at him.
Absolutely
Anything.
You have any kids?
Yeah, we have 2 kids.
But be honest with me. How does your man feel about the way you're dressed right now?
He hasn't seen me leave the house like this yet.
not. Oh, so she's getting dressed somewhere else. Like I said, this marriage is not going well.
He hasn't seen you.
No, I got ready at my girl's house.
There you go.
But he's okay with it as long as I'm respectful.
I'm sure he is.
And do you feel like you're pretty respectful right now?
Yeah, why not? What am I doing wrong?
I mean, you know,
Oh, man.
I feel like there's little left
For the streets.
to the imagination.
I mean, look, I'm a beautiful woman. I can't change that. I love myself and I like to be like this, but I don't put myself out there for other men.
Clearly.
And you don't feel like being out here in this environment is any disrespect to your man?
They could look, but they can't touch.
I'm sure.
What are your biggest red flags in a 28-year-old man?
If you don't got your shit together, you're cut.
Oh, damn, what a loss.
None.
And what does that look like?
Being broke, not having a car, not having, a job.
So providing stuff for her, in other words.
Lynn?
So you could never date a man who didn't have a job?
Absolutely not.
You think a man would date you if you were broke and you were hustling and you didn't have a job though?
I will never be broke because I've been working my ass off since I was like 8 years old. I provide in the home and, you would have to be up to my standard.
But let's think, hypothetical wise. Do you think a man would look at that when it comes on to wanting to take you seriously?
Yes.
I'm kind of mad because the Latinas were doing good so far in this video, but this one is ruining things a bit.
Because your job as a man is to provide and to protect.
Or she looks Latina.
Then he wouldn't care about how much you're making.
Exactly. So he needs to provide for me and my kids. But I would not be in a relationship while my kids are still young, because I don't want to rely on a man ever. I have my own stuff. He just needs to provide for himself, and if he would like to be in my life, he would have to provide for me.
And how?
So she's got her stuff. She doesn't need it, but she'll take it. Okay.
Why do you think you're single at 29?
I think I just have too high of standards. I
Oh no.
just have a really hard time feeling someone that I really click with and that I want to spend time with.
So be honest with me. What would you say makes your standards so high?
I don't like men who like f around, and I like a high quality man. It's really hard to find high quality men these days.
Oh no. What's her definition of high quality going to be?
What does a high quality man look like to
Okay, thank you for asking.
you?
A high quality man is someone who doesn't put their partying first, is really into like their health, wellness, career, their overall happiness, well traveled. That's a high quality man.
How much does a high quality man make in Miami?
$350K plus.
I mean, she started off okay with the whole health thing or whatever. I mean, the well-traveled part is even like a little, like, I don't know what that has to do with being a high-quality man per se, but the health and like focus thing, or I can get down with that. 350 though, let's take this to Google real quick. So looking at the stats for Miami-Dade County and income, looking at households, 3.57% of households make between 250 and 500K. And keep in mind, that's households. So that's 1 to 7 plus people, according to this. How many of those are going to be single men that she would date or that would date her? Probably a very, very tiny amount, if any at all. But hey, that's just her standard for a high quality guy, you know?
So 250K, kind of mid-tier.
Yeah, I would say so.
What's crazy is like a girl like this thinks that she's worth the 350 plus. So it's like, that's always brings back to that question. Like, what do you bring to the table exactly? There's nothing she could even really answer with that would be a good enough answer, honestly. Like to make $350,000 a year, that is not an easy path for a man to get to. So for it to be worth spending that on one person, man, she better be extraordinary.
How much do you make annually? Ballpark figure.
125.
Okay.
As a woman, do you think that
Still doesn't warrant 350, but okay.
amount of money makes you a high quality woman, or does it play a factor at all?
Absolutely. I especially think in Miami, like not a lot of women work, so I think that makes me an extremely high quality woman.
So if you make that much, how much does your man have to make bare minimum?
I actually really don't care how much he makes as long as he's like motivated, but more than me.
No.
Okay, wait. So a high quality man in her mind makes 350, but she doesn't care how much a guy makes, but it's got to be more than her. Like, what?
Even though most women don't work here, according to you, do you think most men are looking at your income as a woman to determine whether they like you or not?
Nope.
No.
What do you think they're looking at?
If you have a kind heart and are a good person. Well, I would like to think that. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I would like to think that, but I don't really know. I'm single, so it's clearly something's not working for me.
No, I think that you just need
I
to
have high
find a man
standards,
that's
but
gonna
yeah.
meet her standards.
Oh God, it's always the friend. It's always the friend reinforcing this stuff, reinforcing the delusions.
How long have you been in your relationship?
3 years? Yes, 3 years.
Is there any reason why you think he hasn't proposed yet?
A lot.
No, I feel like we just like
She said a lot.
we're just kind of like taking things day by day. We're not in a rush.
But you said you were how old again?
29.
Oh, this.
29.
Yeah, what? Guy just keeps going. What?
This Range Rover almost killed us.
Are you okay?
That guy's wild.
Yeah, that could be
Yeah, exactly.
If I wanted to take you on a first date, how much should I spend on it?
No, I don't know. I don't think on that. I really don't think on that. I think it should be like a nice place, a romantic place, but I don't think on money. You know, can be in the house.
She sounds like Colombian, maybe Brazilian.
He can cook for me.
Wait, on a first date, you'd be willing to come over?
I don't know, but I don't think in money. Like,
Is this Latina gonna redeem it after the last one? Is she gonna bring it home for the other ones?
I don't know.
Why isn't money that important to you, though, when it comes on to him taking you out?
I think it's not very important for me because I think it's more of the person and how he wanna be with you.
Okay, so far so good. She's bringing it home, I think.
I think I don't know.
We'll see if this goes off a cliff or not.
Because I'm very romantic. And what do you think?
If I was your man,
Yes, you.
yes, me,
Yes.
what would I need to pay for?
To pay?
What would I need to spend my money on for you?
Go to restaurants, in flowers. I love flowers. And spend the time with me.
She had to like think about it for a second too. She acted like genuinely puzzled about him spending money on her. And it was just restaurants and flowers. Okay.
So just when we go out to eat, I pay for it and get you flowers every now and then.
No, every day no. And not always you can pay you. I also can pay me.
I think she's bringing it home, guys. I think she's bringing it home for Team Latina.
So I'll pay for me and you pay for you too when we go on dates sometime.
No, always, but yes, sometimes.
Do I have to pay for your nails and your hair?
No, of course.
She's bringing it home, guys. She's bringing it home. I'm telling you. She was shocked by that. Hold up. Let me take it back.
Always, but yes, sometimes.
Do I have to pay for your nails and your hair?
No, of course not. We are not like that in Colombia.
Oh,
How are you in Colombia?
No, I don't know.
How do you guys do it there differently than here then?
You guys pay the nails and the hair?
The contrast between her and the girls being like $500 a week or else you're out, you know, you got to pay for the hair and the nails. It's non-negotiable. You got to keep me looking good. And she's over here like, you guys do that? What? These are the girls you vet for right here.
How do you guys do it there differently than here then?
You guys pay the nails and the hair?
Yeah, that's what most men do. They're supposed to be a provider, right?
Wow. I don't know. I don't think of that. I pay my nails. I pay my hair.
Passport bro is about to go crazy with this one.
No, what if I wanted to do it for you?
If you want, it's okay. I was feeling very afortunada. I don't know how to say.
In English? Okay. But what if we were married? Would I then have to pay for it?
Different. Yes, I think it's different because we partage money, and I think it's different. It's a different situation.
All right, guys, so I'm going to stop it right there. We're going to end it on a positive note with Team Latina bringing it home, making up for the other one who was dressed like a giant red flag. And make sure to keep her husband in your prayers tonight because that man is living a nightmare. But to avoid those girls, you got to have a good vetting process set up to where you can easily detect this stuff early on and X them, get them out of there. You'll see these red flags early. You can get rid of them. And you want to vet for those girls, that Colombian girl, the Latina girl who's going to med school, and even the Mexican girl, even though the way she was dressed and the whole BBL thing is, I'm a little iffy on all that, but but her attitude, strictly speaking about her attitude and her viewpoint, those three girls, those are the ones you vet for. So it's not, I mean, like the dating market, there are plenty of bad options out there, plenty of bad apples, plenty of red flags, plenty of nightmares, but it's not all completely hopeless. You just need to have a good process set up. You got to be able to put your foot down and know when to walk away to avoid those girls. So, but anyway, let me know if you guys like this type of content. If you want to see more of it, leave a comment down below. And before you go, make sure you watch this video next, and I will see you in the next one.